Make it last forever. Endeavor. Uh, 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 uh. Let me hear you tell me you love me. Let me hear you say you never leave me. Ooh, it feels so. I really don't know the lyrics to the song. What's going on with y'all, man? What's the word? Hump day. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing, Mac World in the building. Good day today. Kind of a wishy-washy day weather-wise. Um, I had some paperwork I had to do. I'm still trying to work out this thing with the city for dropping this tree on my house, man. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely gets hold on, let me make sure I'm far enough in. It definitely gets a because what y'all doing dropping trees on my house, man? You know what I'm saying? So I'm still kind of figuring that out. I've been having a couple things going on. My daughter graduated from high school this week. You know what I mean? Just a lot, man. Lot of living, a lot of life going on, you know. I've been looking at everything going on in the world. I've been thinking a lot about a lot of stuff, the value of, you know, my actions, the value of my work, um, you know, the quality of people I be around and just thinking about a lot of stuff. Not be around good people. I'm not saying like nothing like, oh, I need to change. I'm just saying I've been reflecting a lot on all that. Really, it ain't even that I be around. I'm not around no bad people or nothing like that. You know, I know better than that than to surround myself with the wrong people. It's about I'm thinking more now about ways that we could all pool our resources together. Um, I've been doing a lot of research lately, man, and you know, I'm gonna go a little bit political for a little second, but a lot of like capitalism don't work for black folks. It's made to cut us out of the competition. We've always been better doing things collectively, and that's why they say like the word socialism. They call it's like a dirty word, right? But when we all paying into social security, that's socialism. When we all pay taxes for the fire department or for schools, that's socialism. That's collective, putting our money together to make everybody's situation better. That's what's really gonna work out for black folks the most. And we do it to a certain extent. When you see motherfuckers selling dinners and doing shit like that, them is many economies that we setting up to support ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's us trying to take something, make something with it, and we are our target audience. You know what I'm saying? Other hungry niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been thinking, man, what can we do to really get ourselves ahead? Cause all this black folks, one nigga get $1 and go that way, the other one get $1 and go this way, and we compete with each other. Then I'm sick of seeing these other people. Why don't the black people work together and all that? Like, I don't like these folks questioning us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so been thinking a lot of what I could do on my end. You know what I mean? As an individual to try to not give back, but get people to give to themselves or realize the value that they bring to the table. We bring a lot of value to the table, labor wise, creativity wise, innovators, creatives, all that. How could we put our energy back into us? That's what I've been thinking a lot about lately. You know what I mean? Um, and I can't really say I got the answer, man. Somewhere the answer gonna be economic because anything you do, you got to make money. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way where we can. I had a couple good ideas. I talk about it on the next one though, about some of my I call quasi socialist, black socialist ideas. You know what I'm saying? No, I like to use black collectivists. I don't even want to use the term socialist. Like collectivism is what I want to call it, right? So we'll talk about it. But today though, we got some crazy shit for y'all, dude. So this lady, she was actually already in the news for something she did. She went down to, they got a place, we got a place here called 1700 Pull Up in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Big old turkey legs, you know what I'm saying, jumping off. And they got a place down in Atlanta or Texas. No, Texas I meant to say, called Turkey Leg Hut. And you know, it get popular. Anything that get popular is two elements that come next after the popularity: the thugged out motherfuckers and the ratchet hoes. And today we got a case of the ratchet hoes. You know what I'm saying? Because she showed up to the Turkey Leg Hut because they had a dress code. So in order to not respect their establishment, because they a black owned business and it be your own people that want to really push you to the brink, she showed up to the Turkey Leg Hut, and she showed up in that joint butt naked with nothing but socks and shoes on. Kids in there eating all type of shit. She don't even care. She just you know what I'm saying, butt naked, just booty flapping. You know what I'm saying? And today, the same little chick, she back. You know what I mean? She done showed up again. And she down in Texas, and she walking around the mall, you know what I'm saying, with her Virginia out. I'm talking about she brung Virginia to Houston. You know what I'm saying? She brung all of Virginia to Houston. You know what I mean? So we gotta talk about that, man. What's going on with these girls, man? Acting all crazy. I be seeing some of the behavior just get more and more ridiculous, but I guess it could be converted into what? Clout? I don't know, you know. And then I came across something crazy, y'all. And it's a little bit of truth to this because I have been around, I'm in Wisconsin, right? Real segregated place, but I got a lot of white friends, you know what I'm saying, and former white friends and stuff that live in certain parts where it ain't no black people that come around. So when you go around them, you know what I'm saying, especially, you know, be a black guy, you know, nice smile, you know, nice smooth black skin, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, right? It's like, man, they get to, like, since they not threatened by you, they might almost like fetishize over you, like, oh, your hair, oh my God, it's all gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Be like, it'd be crazy. I like it with the white girls or whatever, right? But the white girl said something, the white lady say something disturbing though. She say a lot of racism. Get this, y'all. A lot of the racism got a lot to do with the white dudes fetishizing the black dudes too. So I said, man, is it the BBC wars going on out in the white community? No, you stay away from him. Like the white dudes want y'all to stay away because they secret, man. I'm going to let her tell it, man, because it get crazy. And speaking of crazy and speaking of, you know, race relations, man, I hate this last clip, man. I might even have to do it first because it's a little tragic, man. Little dude, real little dude, man. He looked like he was about 13 years old. So he was a kid. I'm talking about like Stand By Me age, people under the stairs age. He looked like a little dude too. Looked like a baby almost. You know what I'm saying? White dude who looked like a straight demon who lived next door to him, hopped out his car, shoots the little dude, his next door neighbor, the little 13-year-old. Hops out his car, shoots him, gets in the car, speeds off, right? Not only that, but he claimed self-defense and was able to get away with it. Self-defense against a 13-year-old. He said he feared for his life. We back. They bringing it back, y'all. I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? And anybody could say self-defense, but the way they got the law set up now to let the killer, like basically they got the law, the prosecutors got to deal with these killers, especially these race warrior killers. As long as you don't leave a witness, you can't go to jail. We won't prosecute. We won't investigate nothing. The police got him and they took him down. They said, we got the person that killed the boy. You know what I'm saying? He said, did it in self-defense. And that was enough for the prosecution. They said, okay, cool, fine. If you say it's self-defense, he can't speak for himself. Sad, y'all, sad day. Just a straight, worse than the lynching, like a modern day lynching damn near. So we got to look into that. You know what I'm saying? As much as I hate to do it, we got to do it, man. It's real life. It's the world we live in. America KKK rising. You know what I'm saying? When they say make America great again, and you say, when do you want to go? When was it great? When do you want to? They'll say a time back in the 60s, back in the 40s, when they could drag you by a truck. Come on, man. Come on. We not going back. We not making it great, man. We making it better, bigger, blacker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So we gonna get into these clips. You know what I gotta do first, man? I gotta do my analytics. So we gonna get into that. Then we gonna get this thing smoking, man. We got a good one for y'all today. So stick around, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's do it, y'all. Macworld live at 5. Let's go. Mac World live at 5, baby. I already know what it is, man. It's your boy Sean Mac in the bill. You know what I'm saying? Hollering at my boy Relly over here telling me a funny ass story about something he just got into or whatever with somebody's. It's funny, man. My guy, he hilarious. I'm gonna have him on here one of these days, man, and tell y'all one of these tripped out stories. But yeah, tell y'all right now though, man, this first story right here, y'all, this gonna piss y'all off. This ain't no joke right here. I'm gonna go on and, show y'all this. I think it might be time, man. I mean, you gotta think about it like this. It's us, black folks, and it ain't just like it's black people and then it's like white people or no other races. Like, man, we get targeted. We have been targeted. When other races of people come here, they target us. You know what I'm saying? The justice system. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. Even I'm looking at like the amateur athletics targeting black kids, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. But before I stress y'all out, just check this story out. Let's go.
Or Franklin County grand jury has indicted Craig Butler on multiple felony charges, fatally killing a 13-year-old Sensei Reed last fall. None of the charges were for murder, however, despite witnesses noting that the suspect got out of his vehicle to shoot the teenager. The 37-year-old has since been arrested, charged, booked into the county jail, is awaiting his next day in court. Let me give you background.
Look at the look on his face and look at the innocent look on the kid face.
Butler faces 6 to 18 months in prison and a possible fine of $5,000. If found guilty of tampering with evidence, the man could serve up to a whopping 36 months in prison and a possible fine of $10,000.
3 months.
I'm going to give you a reminder of what happened. Reports show one witness spotted Mr. Butler, who was the child's neighbor, exiting a red truck, firing at the 13-year-old Reed, and then driving off. That's called evidence of a guilty conscience. Police got a call about the shooting around 5:45 p.m. When officers arrived at the scene, they found the child gravely injured before paramedics transported him to the hospital. He was pronounced dead around 6:30 p.m. According to the autopsy, the child was shot twice, with bullets hitting him in his chest and right wrist. The Columbus Dispatch reports authorities arrested Butler for murder a day later with a $1 million bond. However, he was later released.
You know how he got hit in his, chest and in his right wrist? Like your wrist down here, your chest up here. You know how he got hit? Because he was putting his hands up like that, trying to probably plead for his life and trying to tell dude like not to shoot him, and dude just shot him. Grown man shot a 13-year-old. Like, let's say they say black folks are this way or that way or the third because it's inherent. They like watermelon. They like chicken. They always late. So is some of these people inherent murderers? Because I always like to say this shit. They'll go to the park and they would lynch a body and they would have a picnic and make cards and stuff around it. So what type of normal person could just be around a dead body like that and have their family and have kids playing around it and everything and taking pictures with it? That's like, I don't even know what to say. Like, that's sick. That's like serial killing. And then like to normalize, like, yeah, I'm finna go take my family to the park. Or let's say my dad or my granddad was like, yeah, my great granddad used to take us to the park, to the lynching, and we would go take pictures with the dead body and we would, pose with the burned body. Dude, that's sick. But that's part of American culture. That's part of their culture. That's part of American culture, man. So some of these folks, and I heard somebody joking, there's like the reason white folks always got dogs and stuff like that is because they miss when they could own people. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, when he hop out, he see a kid. We see a 13-year-old kid. We see ourselves when we was 13. Man, you don't really know what they see when they looking at us. He killed that little boy, man. The little boy that looked harmless. He killed him and drove off. Like he said, signs of a guilty conscience. You killed him. You thought about, it's like you knew it was wrong, but something inside of you just made you want to just take a life, though. A innocent life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they psycho, man. I'm telling you, I ain't in no rush. You know, the hood ain't all good economically, but I ain't in no rush to be around nobody, you know what I'm saying, mayonnated like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like the lady went to the sleepover, the one black lady, and she ended up dead. Why ain't nobody else died? Just only the only black lady. I ain't risking it. Let's go. Folks is
Police,
crazy.
well, those charges were dismissed 8 days after the shooting.
This whole story is fucked
Butler
up.
said he simply acted in self-defense. Let's put up the prosecutor. Franklin County Prosecutor G. Gary Tyak. The Franklin County Prosecutor's Office states the dismissal was, and I quote, standard practice before sending it to the grand jury. The dispatch reports under an Ohio law that went into effect in 2019 that potential suspect no longer has to prove they shot someone in self-defense. Instead, the burden rests on the prosecution. A spokesperson from the Columbus Division of Police said Friday
shoot somebody.
they have officially closed the investigation into the teen shooting.
I did it in
Local
self-defense.
station WCMH reports, and to the credit of the local law enforcement authorities, they actually charged the individual with the right charge. They charged the person with murder that same day. Okay, so they charged the person with murder. This individual gets a $1 million bond. He's now squarely in the hands of the DA because, according to
Yep. So check it out, just to kind of rehash y'all and catch y'all up on what he's saying. So the police actually did their job this time. And you right, Mo. Innocent Black Life. What's up, Annette? I see you. Annette checking in the building. So you right, man. Innocent Black Life, right? And I'm gonna kind of catch y'all up on what he's saying. So the police did their job. They actually caught the dude. They found the murderer. Like he said, he drove off from the scene of the crime. They found him. They arrested him. They charged him with murder. Now he's in the hands of the DA, in the hands of the state, and it's the state that chose not to charge him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what make it even more dangerous. It ain't like, it's the system that we be up against. You know, when you see these police and they kill somebody, they shoot the person in the back, and they might even say, I'm gonna shoot you in the back, N-word, and then shoot them 7 times in the back, and they get off for it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't go to jail for it. That's on purpose. It's the system doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the individual being a tool of the broken system that's made to treat us that way. It's almost like they be trying to send a message to us, right? So he killed this little boy, and he get arrested. But when it comes to him to face the system, they say, nah, we don't think about it that way. We don't think we gonna arrest him. He said it was self-defense. You know what I'm saying? But let us be in that predicament. You killed somebody, you say it was self-defense, like the dude who was with his white girl, the black dude with the white girl, and they tried to run him off the road, and he shot at him, and he killed one of the dudes in the car. It's 3 white dudes trying to run him off the road. It was clearly self-defense, but he still got charged with murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they use their own discretion. It's not equal the way they apply these laws. You know what I'm saying?
to the police division, they have solved the murder. They arrested the right person. For them, case is closed. You move to the prosecutorial phase. Prosecutor gets it. Prosecutor decides, okay, well, let me utilize this particular element of the law, and we're going to move forward in this fashion. Now, 2 elements here are troubling. Number 1, the way the prosecutor decided to not work the prosecutorial magic, so to speak, to ensure that a murder charge sticks. That's number 1. But then you have this macrocosm, a system issue. The silliness of it all.
And think it's the prosecution, the state, is supposed to be against them.
Naturally. If the law states what the prosecutor interprets the law to state, it definitely should not apply, or the spirit of that law should not apply to help individuals who kill 13-year-olds get away with it, right? Doesn't make sense. But we have this confusion inside of our statutory ranks when laws are literally being passed based on politics and not what actually works for everyday people. Now, in some contexts, some would argue on the left and say this law is actually a decent law for A, B, and C. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Implementation, execution, leadership, whoever is in charge will manipulate these rules.
Implementation, execution, leadership. You take a law like stand your ground, but it worked different for George Zimmerman than it worked for, you know what I'm saying, John, you know what I'm saying, Jackson, you know what I'm saying, John Jackson. He getting manslaughter. It's some reason he shouldn't have had the gun, X, Y, Z, and the third. You know what I'm saying? George Zimmerman, these people are getting to shoot and kill unarmed kids, little kids, not grown kids, not teenagers, not grown men. It's not an altercation. It's not nothing. They killing these kids and just walking away from it. That's what's happening right now. If that shit ain't alarming to people, you know what I'm saying? People always coming up with some Biden conspiracies and this and that. Then when the shit like this going on in their face, it scare their ass so much that this how raw these racists really is, where it don't even be no conspiracy. They be like, see, they say they want to help you, but they want to hurt you. No, the racists that want to hurt you is letting you know, I'm going to hurt you. I'm racist. Look at me. I'm racist. I'm on this site writing racist stuff. I'm talking about how I'm going to kill people, kill, all this and that. And nobody pay attention. People still, see, y'all worried about, see, y'all think Barack Obama will go help y'all. Black people so worried about being anti-black that it ain't even, white people got to be even more racist now for it to even make an impact. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point they hopping out killing the kids because we too busy worried about microchips and shit like that as adults. You know what I'm saying? They hop out, pop your kid. See, and then somewhere else is going to be another dumbass person talking about, see, it's a conspiracy. They just doing that to get y'all black people mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, lost in the fucking sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is alarming to me right here. He was able to just kill the little boy and just say, oh, it was self-defense. And the state just said, oh, okay, cool. Like the state's supposed to go after you and you're supposed to hire a lawyer to defend you. The state ain't even want to go after him. You know what I'm saying? How many kids do you know that this probably happened to? Or what you know, how you know dude ain't gonna do that again or again. You know what I'm saying? You welcome, man. Definitely. You know I gotta get on some real shit, Mo. You know I gotta cover some of this stuff, man, because I think that a lot of times people don't think this shit real, and they think that everything that get done to black people gonna be in some mythical, magical Illuminati through the music industry or something like that. No, they'll kill your kids while they playing in their driveway, and then the hidden hand hidden in plain sight, which is just the state and the system, will let the killer go. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Might even hire him as a police officer. That's what the fuck is really going on. Not all that mumbo jumbo and bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
These policies and these statutes to benefit them.
Yeah.
So you can keep passing laws, good. You can keep creating statute, great. But if you have the wrong person in charge, it doesn't matter. All right? Sharing thoughts here.
I'm sick. This little boy had same last name, that curly hair, but
yep.
I love this child. And I don't understand how someone could hate this child so much.
Yeah.
That's what this is, and why we can't even let a grand jury decide when you have these district attorneys who are working overtime, not to work for justice, Dr. Ritchie, but to make sure people like that get off scot-free. The police who did their job and the charges, I guarantee you they were reprimanded in some way. I guarantee you somebody was spoken to about this.
Let's put the picture back up again. One of the arguments, the primary argument that was made, is that this grown-ass man
fear for his life.
Was in fear of his life from a 13-year-old baby.
And they let that slide, though.
So much so that he had to kill the 13-year-old child.
Admit it.
by
Y'all don't
jumping
want to
out of
admit
his
it,
truck, shooting
but
him,
it's
getting back in
time.
his truck, and driving off, according to the witness. That is his claim. His claim is being believed. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's even being believed. They don't give a damn.
Say that shit one more time, Unc. It ain't even that they believe it. It's just that they don't even care. They don't think that that little boy, man, he look like the little boy don't even look threatening. The little boy look like he on his way to go play video games. He looked like his mama probably wouldn't even let him play Call of Duty or something, right? Like, come on, man. And they just let him walk away with killing him. I don't see no conspiracy theories about it and all that, because it ain't none. I always say this: you got these people that, they be trying to think they be reading between the lines and all that shit, man. Ain't no lines to read between. The people that hate you been hating you. You think, oh, black on black crime and this and that, man. You need to ask your grandparents when they tried to be all good and wear conch perms and just wanted to go to school and go to church, whether the people liked them then. And when they was nonviolent, no, they bust their damn heads open when they ain't stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't want to admit it, man. So they want to always turn, like, black people want to blame themselves. Man, see, we got to do this. Nah, it don't matter. They killing kids. What the kid do? What did he do? What could the kid have done? Playing in his driveway and the dude hop out his car, shoot him. Why he got his hands up trying to block himself from the bullets? Little bitty boy. He probably ain't think that day was going to be the end of his life. You got this dude with just this hatred in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So that bring me to my next clip, man, because we do a lot of research over here at Macworld on these type of things, and we don't just look at it and shit and be like, why? I mean, like, damn, that happened, damn, this happened. We kind of try to get behind the reasoning of why this
Case
stuff
in
is
point,
happening.
you have a white woman that's going to really
I
dive
look at
into something
more than
that
just, we could speculate on it ourselves as black people, but why not ask the white folks themselves, right? So whenever I come across a white person that actually speak out about some of this stuff and like the way they feel and why they feel
definitely
these different
talked
ways
about
and shit,
in the
I always make
psychology of the
sure
white
that
supremacists
I make
in
note
relation
of it. You know what I'm saying? So this next clip right here is a
to
chick
black
talking
men.
about
But listen to what this
white
woman
people
has to say.
obsessing
Let's
over
roll
black
that.
people and why.
You know what's funny about white men saying stuff like this is that they would be the first to know since they love BBC more than anybody. I've had white men literally message me when I was doing OnlyFans with my ex, begging if they could suck his thing. And I've had white men say, "Oh, so what is it about BBC?" Like they are obsessed with it. Like I've already told you guys, most men are bisexual and homosexual. And black men since slavery have been exploited as sexual objects, and this goes all the way back to white people cutting off their penises and keeping it at their house like souvenirs. So black men have been extremely sexually abused and exploited and treated as sexual objects, and it's almost intentional that they created a lot of porn with a lot of white women and black men. And white men are very sexually attracted to black men, as we know, since slavery. And the white man has turned the black man into a sexual object or sex symbol because white men love them some BBC. So if anybody knows about BBC, it's white men. And then the little dick energy goes crazy because it's like white men are insecure about their things if it's not, even though there's white men with big ones, there's black men with small ones, it's whatever. But again, white supremacy has over sexualized the black man and exploited his penis and turned the black man into an object, which explains a whole lot of behaviors on that end and why society is the way it is. But that's a whole nother situation. So I just find it funny when white men, try to say stuff to white women about messing with black men because, they're either jealous or they feel inferior. And like I said, there's no one that loves the BBC more than a white man, am I right? And white men are cucks. Since the beginning of the time, they would watch the slaves' daughters. White men are cucks. They want to watch their wife get by a BBC. They're pervs. They're freaks. So it's like similar to how, men are so sexually frustrated to the point that they hate women or, they want us so bad that they have to create a way to make us feel inferior and, all these mind games to make it easier for them to get a woman. I kind of feel it's the same way with white men. trying to make black men feel inferior or put anyone down who deals with the black man because of not only the jealousy, but they want that black man too. And then this little race war between the men that they have fueled, oh, my woman, oh, we need to create more white babies. And then the black men are like, well, we're going to take the white women and make them black babies. And they're just using children and women as casualties in this fucking race war because everything to men is a game. All they do is play video games. Everything's Call of Duty. Everything is a me versus them. I need to win. You need to lose. So the black men get with the white woman despite the white man. The white man gets with the black woman despite the black man. And behind closed doors, all that white man wants is some BBC.
Well, first and foremost, we know LGBT is their culture.
Oh my God. Do y'all hear this, man? Do y'all hear this? This is one of the of all the mayonnaised confessions that's floating around the internet about the, you know, we got BET, we got black entertainment television, black culture is used as entertainment. But let's get a WET, let's get a white entertainment television. Let's learn about some white culture, you know what I'm saying? And the more they come out, because they like to keep a culture of just policing other cultures, but the things that come out about their culture, the more it come out, man, it's crazy, man. It's like, Jesus, man, y'all got some stuff going on. No wonder y'all be obsessing over. Y'all say y'all obsessed. Like they say they don't like black culture, but they know every slang word, every dance, everything. Because, man, behind closed doors, they got some shit going on, man, that we probably couldn't even comprehend. We too busy escaping poverty and dealing with the weight of the racism, but them keep on obsessing over somebody or just looking at somebody and watching somebody. Next thing you know, you want to be them. You want to get some micro braids. You want to turn orange or put lip fillers in and all that. But they say the white girls and the white dudes fighting over the BBC. That shit is crazy, man. Golly.
They've been practicing LGBT all up when they was definitely in Rome and the caves and everything else. That is their culture. Now, our people here have adopted some of their culture. That's why you have that. That is not a natural phenomenon at all. It's culture for them. But she's right. After they would hang a black person, they will fight for the phallus of a black man. And they will want the phallus of a black man on their mantle. Men will want that. And we ain't talking about the women, we talking about the men. They said research says that when it comes to adult, films, that films that have black men and white women in it is the most popular and make the most money. And we know men consume more adult films than women consume. They want to see that. You're talking about these white supremacists.
That's true, man.
Said,
that is true.
Are jealous.
It's mostly men watching it and they watching black dudes. That's nuts,
jealous
man.
about our anatomy.
And then go out on the shoot one. Shoot
maybe
the
they
kids.
can't have the black man. Like they want to have him like they had some of them in slavery, because let's call it what it is. They call the process buck breaking, where they would actually sodomize a slave in front of everybody. Well, what kind of man would want to do something so degenerate and vile unless he's a degenerate, vile demon? You understand what I'm saying?
Slavery have been exploited as sexual objects, and this goes all the way back to white people cutting off their penises and keeping it at their house like souvenirs. So black men have been extremely sexually abused and exploited and treated as sexual objects, and it's almost intentional that they created a lot of porn with a lot of white women and black men. And white men are very sexually attracted to black men, as we know, since slavery. And the white man has turned the black man into a sexual object or sex symbol.
So really, she's just spilling the beans on her community. That's all it is to it. And she said a lot of it fused, the race war and all of that. And beyond with you when she mentioned about
we
black
ain't even
men
in the
white
war.
women,
Like, listen,
white men.
they talk about
Black
like
men not even
it
checking
be
for
like
white
race
women,
war and shit,
I mean,
right?
like, y'all
they be talking
really
about
need to
this
stop
race
saying
war,
that.
but you know what's so
Because you
funny
think
about
about
it?
They talk about like the passport
We ain't
king.
in that shit. That race war be going on, and white folks said black people been doing what we been doing, just trying to make it for the longest, man. We ain't got no skin in no game or no race war. We ain't got no more representation. We ain't got no more like what they call a race war is us advancing and them not having control over when and where we can advance and how. They think that's a war against them. Oh my God, they're coming. No, I just want a house in a nice neighborhood. Oh, they're coming to the neighborhood. Like, man, they just want to live, dude. You know what I mean? They call that shit a war, but that's because of they be secretly obsessing, man. I'm telling you, it don't be what you think it be, man. Like, you know, I always like to use this as an example, y'all. Like, you know, somebody say they hate spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go out, buy a bunch of cans of spaghetti. You ain't gonna learn about how to make spaghetti. You ain't gonna be sitting around and nobody talking about nothing. And yeah, so what's up, man? I hate that spaghetti, man. It's just, like, or roaches or something like that. Like, what you don't like, especially what you proclaim to hate, you avoid. But they don't avoid us. They always on what we doing, what we did, what we gonna do next. Why they shouldn't feel like this or that. It'd be like, what is you talking about? It'd be a bunch of shit going on in their head. Deep-seated guilt, hatred, shit like that. Misplaced feelings of inferiority against people they've been taught that they were supposed to be better than, and they find they self not feeling better than. So then they got to try to knock that person down. You know what I'm saying? It's different shit. It's some weird shit going on, man. But, you know, I could also say some of us, though, man, like as far as it go with my people, you know what I'm saying? My people, you know, could do some of that stuff. I call it the plantation protocols, because some of us be on autopilot doing that type of stuff, acting certain ways that we feel like we know it's fucked up for us as a people, but we feel like, oh, they accept it. They see us this way. So I'm okay acting like this, even though it make other motherfuckers look like me bad. It's getting me some attention right now. You know what I'm saying? And they'll revert to that, and they'll stand on that, and it set a lot of us back in that regard, because what happened if I go out here and I choose to represent an image that I know?
Last year, I reported on the bear that broke into a Houston restaurant.
Perpetuating this image is going to fuck up a lot of people that look like me, but yet it's going to help me out. You know what I'm saying? I get rewarded for it, like a Charleston White or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White, black dude, always talking about how black people is the worst, and he used to be a rapist and grapist, YouTube, and all this, and he do all this, and he did it to white people and all this and that, and like this being the worst representation of a black man using his black skin. You know what I'm saying? Some of us do that because we feel like it's what they want from us. That's where we at today with this lady.
Yeah, it was a bear just roaming around and got in. I'm talking about this female here walking her grown behind in the turkey leg hut in Houston with nothing but socks and shoes on. I spoke on how disgusting this was, especially at a restaurant, and how disrespectful it was. Considering the restaurant, the turkey leg hut, had a dress code, and they had already been talked about on social media for not allowing people in who violated that dress code.
Okay, so we come to turkey leg hut.
That food.
If y'all got a dress code, no, I don't go on social media about it, but if you got a dress code, then don't serve no fucking food. Simple. So the dress code was no Bonnie. They okay, the clothes I had on was cool, but they was crying about a Bonnie. Girl, what the
From wearing bonnets, night clothes, or whatever. This woman knew this already, and she said F their dress code. She didn't care. She walked up in there with nothing on. Socks and shoes, that's it. You had families eating at the turkey leg hut with elders and their children. It was very unsanitary, but this dirty 304 did not care at all. Totally disrespectful to the owners of the restaurant, to the patrons of the restaurant and their families. But of course, no matter how stupid or how out of order they are, this group of women will always have people defending foolishness. It never fails. No matter what they do, no one is supposed to say anything, even other black women. If you missed the coverage on that situation, the links will be below. This happened about 8 or 9 months ago. Now that same woman is back again, going viral on social media. She went back to Houston because, let's also get this straight, this woman is not from Houston. She's from the DMV, the DC, Maryland area. but I never saw her post videos there of her attempting to walk into any federal building in DC looking like this. No, she's getting on a plane, going to other cities. And in these two cases here I'm speaking on, from the turkey leg hut and this recent situation, she decided to hop on a plane and go to Houston both times. Why Houston? I don't know. So I definitely want to get that straight. This is not a Houston woman. She's not even a transplant. I know there's a lot of Houston transplants now from California, Louisiana, Florida, everywhere else. But no, she's not even a transplant. She's basically just a visitor who flew out to Houston just to do this mess. So yeah, much love to all the people in Houston, whether you're from there or you moved there. I think what she's doing is horrible and it's just a bad look. If you're watching from the area though, drop Houston below in the comments. Now this peacock recorded herself walking through the mall in Houston, flashing everybody. She was flashing her lower body, had no underwear on, and kept exposing her fish fillet. It was disgusting. Then you had a lot of simps in her comments, cheering her on, telling her to come to their city and do that, or laughing saying, sis, you're wilding, or telling this woman that she was gorgeous, making it seem like she was doing something appealing. It was just crazy. So let me get this straight. This woman can expose herself in a public mall in one of the largest areas in the country, then get online and get praised for it, record herself breaking the law, but don't get arrested? I'm sorry, this woman should be locked up already right now for the turkey leg hut incident. They should have sentenced her to a full year in prison for that. I believe that's the max, and also fined her the max, the $4,000. And when they released her, they should have made her register as an offender. But no, she doesn't even have a mugshot because she was never detained and never got any charges for this behavior. It's all on video though. I promise if this was a man, I wouldn't even have to suggest any of this because it would have already been done. There's no way a man could do what this woman did out here and get away with it. A man shouldn't be able to get away with it either. What I'm trying to say is that this woman, she should not get a pass just because of her gender. What happened to equality?
Look bad that look like her. She
posted the video on social media and had the nerve to say that more women showed interest in her than men. She said, I'm not playing with Houston. Flashing in the mall, the women looking more than men. I like poles, not holes, period. I just want to know why Houston PD never arrested this female for this. The evidence is all on video. She recorded it herself for social media clout and to advertise to idiot simps. Since she won a clout chase, they should have let Nemo find herself behind bars. Yeah, Nemo, because this female is certainly a clownfish. Just no regard for other people, around here exposing herself to children, and nobody locked her up.
Looking nervous.
Some blogs said that this video came from the airport, but no, this one right here came from the Galleria in Houston, where she was allowed to do this. One thing though, I wonder why she didn't walk up in the Galleria like she did at the turkey leg hut. Remember the turkey leg hut, she had on just socks and shoes. But something tells me that she knew that she would not be able to get away with just walking up in there with nothing. So she tried to play it off with this outfit here and left her underwear at home. I have to say this is really embarrassing. As Black women, we should be the first ones calling this out. This chick has no class, she's filthy, but she's presenting herself in the world looking like she's representing us. We can't run away from our skin color, but we should at least be able to separate from this behavior. And what I find a lot of times in situations like this, you have a lot of Black women encouraging this or not finding much wrong with it because they don't want to hold her accountable because she's a Black woman. Even if you think that women deserve all the freedom in the world, this is at least something that you should not be behind, and you should not lend your support for this female. And then you have some people who may not find anything wrong with this. Let me tell you, a lot of them, men and women, they are raised by side chicks in 304s. This is why they can see something like this, a woman flashing her thought pocket in public in front of families and children, and see nothing wrong with this when this is absolutely 100% out of order. There's nothing right about it. There's no way to defend it. And decent people already know this, but the ones raised by the side chicks in the 304s, what can I say?
I got on one lash, I got rained on, but hear me out. Y'all always saying pick me, but I could tell who was raised by side. Let's really talk about this. A lot of you women were raised by bitches who were side bitches. So a lot of the that y'all think is okay or think is cool. Y'all seen y'all mama do, but you don't know your mama or your grandma was a side or you think it's cool. Like, let me elaborate. You calling me a pick-me because I spoke on some that y'all bitch know it's true, but because I'm a woman and I said it and I'm supposed to have, like, I guess it's woman code, y'all got a problem?
If you want to see this for yourself, check for the link in the description. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Why wasn't this woman locked up yet? They should throw her on the offender list. Why isn't she there? Shout out to our brothers Laren, Alton, and Dark Power, as well as our sister Nate Carlton. I appreciate all of you for your support.
Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, man. You know what I'm saying? One woman, one content creator, one woman that I know for sure be holding women accountable. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her for that. You know what I mean? But nah, real shit. That's gross though, man. And it be people that do stuff like that. It's like you get that little bit of clout, but you make everybody else that look like you look bad. You know what I mean? You have people out here judging, getting judged based on what you do and what you normalize. And I know some people, they be so caught up, they just be like, oh wow, ooh, wow, and they don't want to say nothing. They don't want to be a hater. I look at it like this, man. If you walking through the mall with your booty out, you hating on me, you fucking up my peace of mind, you fucking up my shopping experience. I don't want to have to shield my kids from your butt crack when we out here trying to get pretzels from Auntie Annie's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Annette say that's not fair. She need to be in jail for indecent exposure, and the fact that she keep doing this, she should be a habitual offender. Right? It ain't even like this her first time. Apparently, she felt like it was instrumental instead of detrimental when she did it the first time, so she brung her monkey ass back to the same city to do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's just retarded, man. Clout is a drug, man. Clout is the new currency, and disrespect is like the food stamps of attention. You know what I'm saying? So she being a little bit cheap, a little disrespectful, you know, trying to cash them food stamps in for some clout. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really had nothing to show, nothing to do to generate no attention. So she said, fuck it, I'ma just walk around with my booty halfway out. And I mean, it's gonna get her a couple clicks. It got her on here. But you know, we roasting your ass over here at Macworld. You know what I'm saying? Wafting through the mall, booty crumbs falling. Hey, y'all want to know what store she went to? Follow the trail of booty crumbs around the mall and shit. First is the trail of booty crumbs going in Sephora. Then it's another trail of booty crumbs going into the Gap. You know what I'm saying? So walking around dropping booty hairs and booty crumbs all over. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, dude. You know, but it is what it is, man. She got a big smile on her face, enjoying the attention. You know, it's like you a stunt man. A self-degradation stunt B word. You know what I'm saying? But it's just nuts though, man. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. I can't call it. I don't know what the meaning is. These grown people, she don't look that young either. She look like maybe late 20s, 30s. I don't think she that young. But we was talking about this today, me and my guy. I'm gonna end it on this note too. We was talking about this. He was going on about how like we go to the gym, and he was like, man, we be seeing the girls at the gym, and he like, man, I'm used to seeing them girls there that work out, and he was like, nah, when I be seeing the other girls that, you know what I'm saying, that don't be working out. And he was talking particular, I keep it 100, he was talking about white girls. He's like, man, you see the white girls, they be working out, they be like this and that. But I told him this and shit. I said, man, it's crazy because it's a little bit of a cultural thing. In our culture, you know, we ain't just come up like gym memberships, working out, going running in the morning, shit like that. And then like as far as our women, they don't come up really staying in shape. A lot of them get sold on being big and beautiful, so they only work out later in life. Like I told him, you ain't noticed that at the gym, all the most of the black women you see working out, you don't see no young black girls working out, or no young black women, they work out when they older, like later in life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just one of them things where it's like cultural things of what we accept, and then whether it's bad or good, we'll like lean into it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lady, a woman might feel like, well, I don't gotta work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm think whatever, man. You doing it for your health. You're not doing it for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Don't lean into what they make you think you supposed to be and how they make you think you supposed to act. She said she would have been better off just selling her body online. At least she would have got paid more. Yeah, for real, for real. You know, it's like getting you like waiting till later in life to do this dumb shit. Like, and I wanted to ask girls this: is young and dumb and hoe face the same thing, or is it like, okay, I'm young and dumb, and then like, okay, now I ain't young and dumb no more, but like now I'm in my hoe phase? Like, are they back to back, or do they overlap, or what the hell going on, man? Because I be seeing like it seemed like it go young and dumb, hoe face, healing journey, best life. I think that's how I go. Or is it best life and then healing journey after you live best life? I don't fucking know, but this hoe need to put her booty up though and go find something to do with herself productive, man. Shout out to Annette, you know what I'm saying, checking me out. Shout out to Mo, Laugh Out Loud TV, you know what I'm saying. You know, I just want to bring a couple of these topics to y'all today, man, relating to the black man and the black woman. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of psychological shit, social psychology, you could call it. And just touch on a couple things. But nah, we are, like, remember New Jack City, or my brother's keeper? Hell yeah. We do got to make sure we keep each other in check, because a lot of people gonna encourage us to do shit that's fucked up, and we the ones that know it's fucked up. But for them, it's a zero-sum game, because they encourage us to do it, and it don't make them look bad for telling us. It make us look bad for doing it. You know what I'm saying? So watch it, man. You know what I'm saying? Move righteous. Move righteous. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe for more content from Mac World. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the replay gang too, y'all, the MVPs. And till tomorrow, later, y'all. I'm gone.